All right, guys, I want to talk Seiko mods. Just a real quick video. I got a couple new products in. One main thing that's going to be super helpful is this Murphy's movement holder. This is a 7S26 movement out of a SNK 809 or whatever like that. I messed up. I broke a gear on it. I still need the little itty bitty plastic gear for it to get the day-date wheel figured out. But the main thing is this is going to be super helpful when to have a sturdy, locked-in space for the movement, and it can do both. Whether the movement's in a plastic holder like this, so you basically just set it in this center part here. If it's not in the movement, then that center cylinder will just hold it right in place. But if it's in the plastic movement, then you slide this guy up. And I'll put a link to Murphy's video. He has a video explaining how to use it. And then you basically slide this guy up and it locks that movement into place. It's a lot easier to do if it's already sitting down, but so it kind of just it holds it nice and stable, so you can use it on a hand press or it's on a level surface anyway, you know, for blowing parts off and all that good stuff. If you want to do the dial change, the hands, all that good stuff. So it gives you a really nice stable platform. I'm not doing a very good job here. I just opened this guy up and started playing around with it. So it'll hold the 7S26. It'll hold I got the card here. So it's still in the plastic thing, but 7S26, the 36, the 6R15, the 4Rs, all that stuff. So it'll hold all that. The other thing that I ordered in was the, so enough about that. I'll show that in use eventually. But the other thing is, and I already installed it, which was a little weird, but is the Murphy's coin edge bezel. And this is for Homer's watch. Now this, if you guys are familiar with the Murphy's, it doesn't click. You pull the spring right out, this guy here, and you use your factory gasket in there. And I guess Homer and I's thought process on it is he wants, not this bezel insert, but I already ordered him a loomed ceramic bezel insert that'll go in here, but it's the 12-hour one. But with using the Murphy's dial, now you can actually spin it both ways. So now you can actually use its actual function. So that's a lot of people's biggest gripe is with doing these bezel inserts is typically the dive bezel only spins one way. So with using the Murphy's bezel, then you can actually use it as a GMT time function. So I think, in my opinion, hopefully some others will maybe make it. If not, the Murphy's is super high quality. You can see there. And he uses the factory Seiko gasket in there. And it is super tight tolerances. Once I got it on there, which I used that new press, and I'll have to show you guys that in action one of these days because that thing works great. You guys know I've had problems with the presses in the past, the crystal press. That thing works great. It keeps everything perfectly level. There's so many dies that I was able to find a perfect fit, snap this guy right in place. So I still need to pull the movement out and get a couple little specs out. And then once I get that bezel insert, basically this watch will be complete. And I think it'll look really good. I think Homer will be super happy with it. So super excited about that. Here it is on wrist. Like I said, that bezel insert's not really in there. It's just kind of sitting there. But you can see this thing's going to look really cool. And the bezel insert will be black. It'll have the 12 hours and it'll be loomed as well. So, and then he can easily, well, not easily, the Murphy's bezel is super stiff. It is not going to move on you. So even you guys that want to use it as like a dive timer and stuff like that, you don't need the click. This thing is crazy stiff. It is not super easy to turn, but it does have good traction. But when you turn it in place, it is going to stay there 100%. So if you were going to put like a dive bezel in there or something like that, it's still going to work really good. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. I do want to talk about one other thing real quick because I do have a bunch of mod parts coming in. I've been already hearing rumors, and maybe you guys have too, and I think I know what's happening. But So there's rumors already of the SKX not really disappearing or going out of production, because I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think there's going to be a temporary production halt to build a bunch of monsters and some other watches. So you might run in maybe like a year or two ago, where the SKXs, there was a little scare and when the prices went up on them and everybody bought them. I found crystaltimes.net. They've been posting up on Instagram, and they've played around with this. I know they've been working on this for a while. They're making SKX cases, and they're making them at a super high quality level, and they're already going to have the drilled lugs and everything. I think they're going to end up being able to provide even the movements and everything. I think they're going to be you could piece together a complete SKX from scratch through Crystal Times. And of course, it's going to be spec'd the same as Seiko did with the SKX. So you're going to have the ability to use all of the other aftermarket parts. So that's actually really cool. I'm sure they probably won't be the only ones to do it if Seiko starts to like diminish production or even delete it. It's too iconic. It is too well supported in the aftermarket. It'll end up just somebody else will just start doing this. So there's already a ton of case back options. You can see, you can get them in the solid ones and do some crazy engravings like this, which, guys, by the way, Nick only wants $300 for this. That's a legit deal. So if you guys are interested in this case back for the SKX, $300, hit me up. I'll put my email in the description. Also, actually, before I even send his watch back to him, he will sell this, guys. His price tag is, you got to understand, he's got a lot of money into this, okay? So the price tag on it is $1,500. Okay, all right, you freaked out or whatever. But some of you guys know that are heavy in the modding, you know that he's got more than that into it. So if you're interested in that, email me, or I'll try to get Nick's email in the description as well. So I think that about covers it. One other thing I want to talk about real quick, because I'm kind of having fun doing this, and I'm trying to work a little bit closer with some of the mod supply parts guys. I have a bunch of stuff coming in. I think I'd like to try for a little while. I'll do one viewer a month. If there's somebody, if one of the viewers, you guys, you're watching the video, I'm talking to you. If you want me to mod your SKX, I will do one a month. I don't charge anything for the labor on that one for the month. I don't do this. I don't do this for people typically. So you guys know modding's not my favorite, and it's partially because I get way too particular about it and it becomes time consuming, and I don't have a whole lot of free time. So, but I would like to do maybe one a month for a viewer, and we'll work together on getting the parts and the cost and everything like that. But the main thing is you won't have labor cost. So you will have to provide the watch and, help pay for the parts and all that good stuff. And then, it'll be content. We'll try to do the mods on video and everything like that. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. Again, I'll put my email in the description. But only email me if you're absolutely serious, because I have to be very selective. I don't want like a bunch of them coming at me all at once. I have to pick one person, and we have to be serious about it, and we have to try to do it and move forward. So, all right. Thanks guys for watching. That was just a little Seiko mod ramble, because I'm kind of excited about it. It's cool to see all these high quality aftermarket parts for all these SKX builds. So thanks guys for watching. I will see you tomorrow.